Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back for another reading. No matter what time of day it is or what day you found this message, I am super grateful that you are here. Guys, today's date is Tuesday, June 3rd of 2025. We are actually in June. I am just blown away about how quickly it feels like we got here. From the start of the year till now, it's just been like really fast. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that way, but it is 10:09 on the clock as we begin the message for today. Just sitting out on the deck, having some coffee, enjoying the blue skies, warm weather, and the sunshine, guys. I hope wherever you are or wherever you have found this message that you are in pleasant weather, pleasant conditions, and enjoying some sunshine today. If not, I hope that it's coming soon. Okay, guys, so definitely be sure to look up today's date and the time of the start of the message in the gematria and angel number meanings in relation to today's message. All right, let's dive right in. Oh, big shout out to the subscribers. Always got to give gratitude at the start of the video. I appreciate you guys so much. I would not be here without you. So sending so much love and light to you on this day. If you have been dealing with some challenges or just challenged by some of the energies lately, a lot of processing happening, a lot of things coming to the surface to be understood, processed, and released. So definitely, if you are someone that is going through that work right now energetically, please know that you're not alone. You're not on an island. There are many in the collectives who are going through this work at this time. So sending so much support to you. Please know that this work will lead to you releasing some things and helping you to move forward into your soul path without interruption. So definitely there is a reason for the work and why it's happening at this time. There's some great videos online and definitely information online that you can look up in relation to like the astrology of this time period that we're in, and definitely some of the new moon energy and what it's bringing with it and also what it's taking away. So with that being said, if you're enjoying the videos, please do like, share, subscribe, hit the all button so you get all of the notifications as videos are released. And I love you guys. So this message today is very interesting. I'm going to do a second half of the video and pull some cards. But guys, some of you feel like everyone is being celebrated but you. Someone feels like everyone is being celebrated but you. So I could see in this download different groups of people that were celebrating things, okay? And I'm picking up this might be past energy or present energy. This is not future energy for those of you who resonate. And the reason being is because this is talking about how you have felt over the years about yourself in relation to others. I'm picking this up really strongly in the download. So there are some viewers who watch this channel who maybe have felt in the past that everyone else's accomplishments and things that they were doing were being celebrated, looked at, acknowledged. People kind of like in the energy of partying and having a good time. And yet, maybe you felt like no one saw you or no one was acknowledging you and that you were there. So the viewer in this download was observing different people receiving accolades or acknowledgement for what they were working on and achieving. But when it came to the viewer or collectives, there were questions being asked by different people. Like right after acknowledging someone else's work, they would get questions like, so what is it that you're doing these days? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were still doing whatever. It's so hard to keep up with what everyone's got going on. Like the questions seemed very dismissive and kind of like, oh, nobody really knows what you're doing anyways. Maybe you were an energy who switched up quite a bit because you had to. You had to be fluid in the energy. So maybe you were doing something for a time and then that would fizzle out and then you have to move to something else, or something didn't manifest properly. It started out great and then all of a sudden it didn't work anymore. It stopped working. And then you had to be versatile and fluid and move to the next thing. So this wasn't a bad thing. This was actually one of your gifts or skill sets, but others around you may have viewed this as flaky. Oh, they never stick with anything. Oh, so what is it you're doing now? Like that's how they may have viewed that energy, which is so sad because people can't see that, being versatile in the energy and moving around when necessary is actually a skill set that can keep you from being stuck. And it's not always that the person wants to use that or wants to do that, but they have to in order to keep moving, in order to keep a roof over their head, in order to keep food on their table, in order to care for the things that matter. They need to have resources and income. And so they need to be versatile if something doesn't work out. They need to be quick to get on to the next thing. But for people who are very skilled at this because they had to be, or just because they're very skilled at it, others around you may not have viewed this as a skill set. They may have seen it in a different way. And so, your accomplishments, even if they were, in a certain area for a while and then it moved to another area, a new job, a new career, a new hobby, a new whatever, to these individuals around you may have looked short-lived, flaky. You're like, okay, what are they doing now? But to you, they were important. They mattered because they showed endurance. They showed patience. They showed versatility. They showed fluidity. But what I'm picking up from the download is collectives that resonates with today's message did not feel that they received that acknowledgement, those accolades. So I even saw in the download, there was a man running around a party. That was kind of the setting, was like people partying about what they were doing. And you kind of just walking around like, and people were kind of responding to you like, womp womp, like not really responsive. And everybody else is like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, that's cool. I'm doing that. That was kind of the energy. Well, there was a man running around the party and somebody had given him two small glass jars. They look like, those little miniature jelly jars or whatever, like you can put preserves in. They look like something like that. Somebody had given these two jars to him filled with preserves or jelly. And he was running around the party, throwing these things in people's faces, like, look what I got, look what I did, look what I'm doing now. And people were like, oh, okay. Like, they weren't acknowledging him fully, but he got more attention than collectives did because he was just being obnoxious about something that was actually nothing and running around the party with it, throwing it in people's faces, like forcing people to acknowledge him. And they really weren't, but it's because of his pushiness. Collectives is not pushy. Collectives is just trying to live, function, have what they need to take care of business, be at peace. That's what I'm picking up from this download. And having to have like a tenacity for, an ability to get up and get moving when things don't work out. That's what collectives is having to do. They're not concerned. Get. They're not concerned with, like this whole thing of, impressing people and trying to show up and show out and be the best at this or that. Literally, they are just trying to live their lives and have some success, have some happiness, have some peace, not have to worry about, the basics. But they also would like to have some recognition for their hard work as well. That's what I'm picking up from this download. And so there are energies around them, though, that are real quick to recognize what they feel is a lack of something, or an inability to stick with something, or things not working out for them, but they're not really seeing through that veil, that illusion, to see what the real issue is and why collectives has been challenged, and why it's been difficult to just stay in one thing or to do one thing. That has not been the situation for collectives. For most of you who resonate with today's message, maybe you weren't able, let's say if you're a little older, you weren't able to stay in a job for 20 something years. You had to switch around to different things. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you have your own business and you had to be versatile about that. You did what you had to do to make ends meet, to keep food on the table, but also I pick up here that collectives associated with today's message is very much concerned about having a passion for what they're doing. Having a passion for what they're doing. And so maybe some of you left jobs, positions, and opportunities because you weren't passionate about it. It wasn't something that you knew you could stick with for the next 20 years. And some people may have looked at those choices as odd or, oh boy, that's a one-off. Like, why would a person do that? And I don't really understand why they would do that when they need to put food on the table. But that was something that mattered to you, that you're passionate about what you do. You're not a person who can go through life day to day feeling miserable about what you do. Even if it has to do with putting food on the table, there are ways, you understand there are ways to do that where you can tap into your passion. So these are things that I pick up about the energies around those of you who resonate with today's message. I'm going to be going over here into the second half of the video, and we're going to look into this energy just to understand a little bit more about who today's message might resonate with. Did I say that right? About who today's message might resonate with. You know how you say something, guys, and it just sounds weird, like you're not sure if you said it right. But you get the point. We're going to be looking into this energy with the cards to understand who might resonate, and also to see like maybe what it is that you need to focus on at this time. Spirit clearly has some encouragement for you because that's the reason why this download came up. So we're going to look into it and see specifically like what areas you can focus in on, and maybe to see if there's something coming for you that you're picking up on, or maybe you're not aware of, that's going to help move you forward regardless of the energies around you and whether they recognize what you're doing or not. Okay, guys? So we're going to go on ahead and jump over here into the second half of the video. I will see you guys over there. Okay, guys, so welcome to the second half of the video. Hope you guys can hear me okay. We're just going to go on ahead and light some Palo Santo here, or some sage. We'll see whatever kind of rolls out the thing first here. So I hope you guys are having a great start to your day, midday, or end of your day. Whatever time you are catching this message, we are going to look a little bit further into the energy here today, just to help identify who this message might be resonating with. And also, just so that way we can understand any specific details about this message that you guys really need to consider in association with the energy today. We're lit. That'll do. All right, guys. So with all of that being said, I do have a few different things here with me today. I have the story cubes. I have Hip Hop Queens, Oracle, and I also have the Pink Tarot and angel numbers. So I went on ahead and pre-pulled some angel numbers in relation to today's energy for the secondary part of the video. And guys, it is exactly what I was thinking. There's a lot of encouragement here for those of you who feel like overlooked, or maybe you presently have energies around you that are not supportive in the ways that you would like to be supported. There is a lot here from Spirit in today's reading coming out in the cards associated with maybe a different way of looking at things or considering where your true support comes from. Because when I look at the cards coming out in the angel numbers deck, first up we have 0000. So this is like pinpoint, like beginning universal energy. This is like the beginning of the cosmos when we think about all zeros, okay? It's the start of everything. And you're being encouraged that there is limitless potential for you. This is not based off of what others are recognizing about you or what they believe about you, but this really has to do with something that culminates from your inner belief about yourself and how you step into that, okay? So this one is encouraging a reset, relaxation, unknown surrender. This talks about the finish line, success, and victory, guys. So this one is a timely reminder that if anything can be accomplished, if you can dream it, there's no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. So some of you could be feeling a little tense, maybe about some of the energies around you, or maybe looking at others around you, seemingly like achieving their goals and being able to accomplish what they're setting out to do, and others giving them like, what's the word that I used earlier? Basically giving them verbal support, like noticing what they're doing and making statements about it to them. You might have energies around you that are having success and others are noting it, or what seems to be success to you and others just basically noting that success. And that might be having an effect on you, but you're being encouraged to just like relax. What is for you or what is meant for you is going to come to you. So it might be a timing thing, like a universal timing thing, or maybe there's some areas that you're still tapping into, but whatever this is that is for you or has to do with your achievements, that is coming because you do have limitless potential. But this is an energy that some of you may need to step further into, okay? This has to do with your beliefs. And then we have 2112 on the table. This one says, it's up to you. Someone watching over you, good fortune, unforeseen forces and direction. This is what I was just speaking about, guys. Is that in some of these cases with manifestation, it's not just the work that we're doing, it has to do with universal timing. And so although it might seem to you, looking around you, there are others who are just having these wonderful and positive results and getting a commendation or, people speaking about what they're doing, basically cheering them on. If you are not there yet, that time is coming, right? But it also could have something to do with the type of energies that are around you. That was something that I picked up in the download, is that some of you have energies around you that don't really recognize what it is you're doing. Like they don't get it. But you're very different from those in the groups around you, maybe your family, friends, people in your community. You may have had to move differently in order to care for your needs or to work towards goals. And that might not be something that others who are around you presently recognize. So you're being encouraged that even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. So once again, more acknowledgement from the universe that you're headed in the right direction. You cannot base your forward momentum off of other people's viewpoints. Okay? What is for you, and it is coming at precisely the time that it is meant for it to come. You also have guides and other unforeseen forces. And what I mean by that is by your eyes, by your sight, your sensory. You may not always see that. But on a spiritual level, there are forces in play here to help those of you who resonate with today's message to move towards whatever this is that's coming in for you. And I'm constantly giving this message. So, this is a timeline where if you think it, it is so. Like truly, manifestation is coming in a lot faster now. So there's strong encouragement here, okay, for people to begin to shift their viewpoints and really work with that positive energy of manifestation as opposed to just constantly focusing on what isn't. Remember, guys, where focus goes, energy flows. So we need to be shifting our focus onto what it is we want to feel, not what isn't. And this isn't saying we have to be unrealistic and just ignore what's happening in our lives. No, we need to be present with that too. But there needs to be a balance, right? So 8888, personal power. We're talking about your personal power, not the power of others around you, not other people's beliefs, not other people's thoughts about what you're doing or not doing, but your personal power. This one talks about material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance. We talked about balance, confidence, material gain, and epic romance. Wow. Some of you have some amazing things coming in for you. So it says all that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect, guys. Use it for the greater good. So guess what? You're about to have some energies around you that are going to treat you with the admiration and respect that you feel you are currently lacking. 8888. Wow, guys. The universe is really speaking to you today because whomever this message downloaded for has been really concerned about not being recognized for their efforts, not receiving accolades for their efforts. And here we have 8888 on the table with that firm acknowledgement of that energy and also telling you something is about to shift where you will have more energies around you that are acknowledging you for who you are. Not for what others want to see you be, but who you are, and acknowledging your accolades and the things that you're doing. So some of you are going to have some more supportive groups coming in, either companions, soulmates, intimate partners, business associates, community groups. You're going to have some energies coming in that are more in alignment with who you are and the work that you're here to do. Okay? Let's pull something here from the story tubes. I just like shaking these anyways. I love the way they sound. I'm constantly in ASMR mode now these days with the videos that I'm releasing. If you guys haven't checked out the new ASMR videos, they have been posted on TikTok and on YouTube. Guys, if you're following me on YouTube, you'll need to go to @Ora-gen, ORA-GEN_lightworker. And you should see my face pop right up, guys. Definitely, you can go over there. You can see some different shorts and some different things. We're posting more of the longer content here on YouTube, but there are some of the longer videos also posted on TikTok, along with some other content and, of course, the ASMR. So definitely feel free to go over there, like, share. You can put the videos as favorites, whatever it is you want to do. Definitely, that's another resource for you guys. Oh, wow. Partners. Okay. We have the word partners. We have the word day. Hmm. Fantasy. This was in reverse. Geometry. It was on its side. That's interesting. So something here about partners, maybe a specific day or something happening during the daytime. Fantasy in reverse. Maybe something will no longer be a fantasy, but something is getting ready to actually come in for you. And then geometry, something about the shape, the math, something specific about the way this is coming in for you. Some of you have some new partners, as I mentioned before, in the angel numbers deck that are going to be coming in for you. I really get when I look at this story cube, I get a new day. Like a new day is dawning. Something new is coming in for you. You no longer have to sit in this energy of fantasizing about having what you want. Something is coming in. And it's something that's universal. It's assured. When I think of geometry and I think of like math, I think of sacred geometry when this comes up in the story cubes. So something sacred and something that is in alignment, something that is assured, something that you can count on, almost like a sacred geometric equation or expression. Something that you can rely on is coming in for you. So there is definitely a new day dawning, guys. You guys are going to have companions and support to assist you in this area, and also to like people to connect with on your journey. Let's see what we have here. We're going to go into Pink Tarot and see what messages are coming up. Spirit, what messages do we have for the collectives? Oops, to help us understand what is going on here with today's energy. Interesting. We have the Hierophant on the bottom in reverse. Yeah, you guys go against the grain. I mentioned this earlier in the reading. You guys are very unconventional. People around you just don't get it. Like they're confused by it or they just don't get it. They kind of blank out on it. They don't see it as something potentially because they just don't understand it. It's like looking at an unknown or an obtuse like object and they don't even really know what it is to compare it to something. You guys are very unconventional. You're very unorthodox. And a lot of people have misconceptions about you. I'm going to go on ahead and pull the Hierophant on the bottom. This is definitely why people maybe don't understand you or don't understand what it is you're doing or why you're doing things the way you are. Let's put the Hierophant there. Okay, let's see what else we have. Spirit, other messages for the collectives. What else do we have here for the collectives? Other messages for the collectives, please. Other messages for the collectives. Things they need to know. Other messages for the collectives, please. Let's see what we have. Other messages for the collectives, please. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, you guys are dealing with a lot of conflict and competition, too. You're trying to avoid conflict and competition. Something unique about the way you guys do what you do, and thank you, Spirit. I'm going to put these off to the side. Something unique about the way you guys do what you do, and you might have some people trying to like, oh boy, yeah, rivalry, disagreements, and competition. You might have some people trying to compete with you, but you know, I know it's cliche, but really it's the energy of you can't compete where you don't compare. And really that's kind of what it is anyways. I mean, who can really be what another person is. I mean, you can attempt it, you can mimic it, but only one person is seated in that position as themselves. So anybody trying to mimic you or trying to create any competition or rivalry, that's going to come to an end just by virtue of the fact that they really can't compete. I'm going to place this over here. So somebody here in the energy might be dealing with some sort of competition because you're very unorthodox and unique, and others are looking at this. Matter of fact, let me move this over here so you can see this a little bit better. Because of the angle of the camera today, let's just do this. Okay. So you have some people around you that notice that you're very different and that you move different. And they might be admiring of that, but some of you may have some energies that want to like copy what you're doing. Okay. And this can cause some conflict by virtue of like, if somebody's in secret competition with you and they're stating that they're a friend or a companion, this can create strange behavior from the person, or maybe a sometimey energy or an off again, on again kind of energy. Like you can tell something is off about the energy. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of jealousy and insecurity. Yikes. Okay, guys. So this also might be a reason for some of you, whomever resonates with this part of the message, okay, today. Some of you may have some energies around you that are not giving you accolades and not giving you like big ups and shout outs because they actually are low key jealous. Because why did these two cards come out together? Somebody is competitive or, has some kind of tension. Okay. And then the self respect and like jealousy and insecurity card follows. Like, definitely Queen of Wands. By the way, guys, water and fire on the table. Fire's on the table twice. So 222 or 2222 might be popping up for you. We also have Leo energy. Take the energy as it resonates. But you might have a fire sign, a water sign, or possibly like a Leo or an Aries that is in your energy that is jealous of you. And definitely, Queen of Wands in reverse can mean different things, but in relation to today's energy, it's not a fluke that, this came up the way that it did. I'm going to just roll these this way so that way you guys can see these story cubes here. Yeah, there's definitely something going on around you that is inhibiting people, let's say, from wanting to give kudos. So you guys have some fans that kind of went inverted, which can happen, I'm not shocked that collectives is popular, right? You guys are very unique. So this is another reason why this has to be about your own personal beliefs and the way you view yourself. Because if you do not have people around you that are supportive for whatever reason, relying upon that is your gauge as to whether you're on the right track or whether you're doing well for yourself or not. You're going to leave yourself in a space of wanting constantly because these energies are not even in alignment to begin with. Let's go to the queens of hip hop, okay? Because you guys are definitely stores, and we want to see like what spirit has to say about your energy, something else to help those who are listening today to identify that this is their message. Okay, spirit, what do we have here for the collectives? Messages for the collectives. Oop, we got a popper here. Guys, gangsta boo. Confidence. Okay, let's listen. This is another reason right here. You're being encouraged to have confidence, but also a lot of you are confident in your own way. And you see, like, even her top, it's got money strapped to it, or it's made of money. Like, this is going to bring in success and abundance for you, whatever your skills, your gifts, like your soul path, whatever this is, it's tied into your creativity. This is why I picked the hip hop oracle, because I was really picking up that some of you in the energy might be performers or people who have like talents and abilities with performance of some kind. You might be people who use your voice, or you might be like an influencer or somebody who is on social media or some form of media, or maybe that's where you're headed. But if that energy does not resonate, please know that you can be a star and a celeb in your own right without being on any kind of media, guys. And these energies around you, they see it. Do you see it? Wow. Gangsta boo. You guys are gangsta. Let's put this over here. We're going to read the, let's see. We're going to read the guidebook for this one. Gangsta boo, gangsta boo. Here we go. Gangsta boo. Okay. That's this lovely lady right here. We're going to pop her right here in front of the Hierophant. Okay. So this one says, as a teenager, Gangsta Boo helped out Memphis hip hop on the map as one of the founding members of 3-6 Mafia. Oh, I didn't know that. Her solo debut album, Inquiring Minds. Isn't that interesting? That comes up in the energy. Inquiring Minds want to know how you do what you do, collectives. So this debut album was anchored by the classic Where Dem Dollars At, and set the bar for Southern rap queens looking to weave sexuality with hard verses. Collaborating with fellow 3-6 affiliates, Le Chat was a perfect balance of yin and yang, where both brought unique strengths to the table. So something here about people inquiring about how you do what you do, and also the way that you balance out your yin yang energy, so your masculine and feminine is balanced out very nicely, regardless of your gender. So it says that this card reflects a need to give yourself a pep talk. Wow, guys, you saw it for yourself. Sometimes we sleep on ourselves, but let this serve as your official wake-up call. It happens when we're thrown off course and struggle to get back on track. What do we talk about in the beginning of the message? By the time you're ready to do it, you start second-guessing yourself. Then anxiety sets in, a vicious cycle, and only you can break it. Take a page from the blueprint and say, it's time to try something new. If you believe you can do it, you will. Plain and simple. Guys, this goes into the energy that we were talking about earlier, about how you all have had to try new things again and again and again. Why? Not because you don't stick with things or you're flaky, but because you are fluid in the energy. You have tenacity. When something doesn't work, you get up and you try again. You guys have buoyancy. You cannot be kept down. You always rise to the top. That's the energy that makes you so unique, guys. And you should know that I am picking up very strongly that others around you do see this. They do recognize it. Even if they don't verbally tell you this, they see it. This is how, look here, this is how you all could have this going on. Okay? This is why this is happening, guys. People don't get jealous, okay, and have like competition with people that they don't feel have things that they want. Because we talk about the mirroring process quite frequently over here on this channel. When people are throwing energy at you, that is a direct reflection of the fact that people see something in you that they want for themselves. Please know this. So, with that being said, with that in mind, what we are going to do here, because what we can see is whoever is resonating with today's energy is somebody who is unique. You are somebody that's had to switch gears many times. You are somebody who's very fluid, and you are very unique to others. Like, you are someone that others see as a person who is unique. And it's even created some undercover like competition. And maybe you've wondered why some people have been like kind of strange around you or feel like they need to show out, like in the download, dude running around, with like 2 mini mason jars with some jam in it. Look what I got. This might be why you've had people around you feeling like they got to show out, because secretly they're in competition with you. I don't think you knew that. That's what I'm picking up on in the energy. That might be a surprise to you, but that might be why you're not getting a whole lot of kudos, guys. So let's close out here with some letters. Okay, just some initials, maybe some words. Let's see what we got here. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we'll take out all the ones that are just, oops, that got kind of blanked out here. We'll take those out. And we'll just keep the ones that actually popped up letters. Very good. Okay, we have the letter Y on the table. Y. The letter O. The letter P. Okay. The letter H. Something about the word hop, maybe? D. The letter D. M or W? This looks like a W. WAP. Somebody's doing the WAP. Somebody might be a cop or something having to do with a cop. We have the letter R. The letter J. Okay. And the letter L. Let's look at these a little bit. Let's see. I see like the word Polly. Maybe somebody's nickname is Polly. Or somebody calls somebody roly-poly. I don't think that's very nice to do that, but I'm just looking at the words on the table. Roy, somebody's name might be Roy. Rob. Let's see. The word power is popping up for me. We're just missing the E, but that's popping up. Somebody might need to stand in their power. Someone does not need to cower. The word Dow is in Dow Jones. Somebody might play like the stock market. Somebody might be feeling low. Okay. And you shouldn't, definitely, because you're unique and others see it. So I hope you see that too. And if you don't, let this be your confirmation today. Somebody is in a state of joy or needs to move into a state of joy. Maybe raise your vibration. Somebody's name could be Joy. Okay. Let's see. Something about the word cow. C-O-W, like maybe somebody lives on a farm or works on a farm or works with cows or enjoys drinking milk. What else here? The word hop is popping up to me here. Somebody maybe has to take maybe hopping somewhere like, I don't know, maybe the way you move. Maybe something's going to feel like a hop, like you're going to transition into something very quickly. Somebody's initials could be DLP. Row. Somebody's name could be Row or their nickname could be Row. Somebody might also like to row boats. Maybe there's somebody that, likes to get on the water. Somebody's last name could be Jow. JWH could be somebody's initials. CLD could be somebody's initials, or DLC. JPR could be somebody's initials. Sorry if I repeated myself. Or PRJ. So those are just some of the letters popping out, guys. If you saw some things that I didn't see, definitely feel free to put that in the chat. But hopefully that is helpful. If this is a message that resonates with you today, don't even worry about the letters, okay? Those are just tools that we use to just try to help identify energies. But really, the major identifier here is how you feel within yourself. If you are a person that knows that you're unique, but you have not really received the kudos that you feel you deserve, you're being encouraged not to just focus on that, Focus on why you're unique. Focus on those gifts and abilities that you have and really growing that supportive energy within yourself and also allowing your guides, your spirit team, universal forces to align and bring you into the space you need to be in. So that way you can do what it is you need to do, which is not reliant upon these other people. But the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is raise your vibration and your belief about yourself. That's what I'm really seeing today. And maybe take notice, if you have some people around you kind of acting funny when you share good news with them, might be a Five of Wands energy here, okay? It might be some people who are a little bit jealous, a little bit of competition here. That's kind of like underlying energy that you really haven't paid attention to. So guys, that is the message for today. I want to thank you so much for being here with me for another message on the Ora-gen Channel. Definitely, if you are enjoying the energy here at the channel, please do feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the all button so you get all notifications as videos are released. And definitely check out the new ASMRs here at the Ora-gen Channel and also on TikTok at Ora-gen_lightworker. And please do feel free to leave comments and let me know how you're enjoying the ASMR. Guys, I hope you're having a most excellent day or evening. And I want to thank you so much for being here with me. Love and light to each and every one of you who resonated with the message today and also visitors and subscribers to the channel. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. And I look forward to being with you in the next reading.